Because the times
Woke up this morning thinking about
Those summer days.
best friend got caught up when I stayed in Douglasville. Doing fun stuff by myself. I'm a So today I have very mixed emotions. Kevin lies, lies. I don't know. He's basically tearing up in court, testifying in court at Young Thug's hearing. Um, Basically, Young Thug and his squad got convicted of RICO charges, and now let me just get into the video first before I start saying my take on it. I just want y'all to know that's why you have integrity of like you always have integrity about yourself as a person. Always. If you have to work a 9 to 5, work your 9 to 5. Don't think you can do it. I can't tell people what to do. But I'm saying I got far never having to smoke, never had to sell nothing. I seen people do it, but I didn't do it. And I feel like I got far. I have a lot of integrity about myself. I could sleep well at night. I could sleep well at night knowing I might not affect someone. I don't know. I'm different.
Hip hop, hip hop, hip
Bars is back.
hip hop,
Sam
hip
and
hop,
oh God,
hop.
what's
Hip.
up
I don't know
with
what
Cass?
to call it. Yeah,
rap industry dealing with the lyrics, and why are they being promoted, and why are people wanting it?
All right, man. CEO of 300 Entertainment is testifying on Young Thug's behalf. Now, if we don't know, this is pretty much Young Thug's boss, and I'm gonna break this whole thing down. I'm gonna play what he said, and then I want to take you guys even deeper into
Yup.
what he said and give
Let's
you
see.
my opinion. Trust me, you guys are going to enjoy this video. It's going to be real thought provoking, and it's going to elicit a lot of responses in the comment section of the video. Before I get to the actual excerpt from Young Thug's hearing, right? I need everybody to go ahead and smash that like button. Let's get it.
Always.
Let's get it. Don't
Always
even
showing
wait
my
around.
love, bro.
Share
Shout out
the
to y'all.
video on Facebook and Twitter. Without further ado, here's Kevin Liles testifying on behalf of Young Thug today.
Atlanta Boy coming out. Y'all be sure to get that. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe. And let me know that y'all subscribed in the comments below.
Can you explain, if you have the insight, what is selling in the rap industry dealing with the lyrics, and why are they being promoted, and why are people wanting it?
Your Honor, you've, I don't know how old you are, but no.
Older than you.
So, I've been fighting this battle for over 40 years. It's not new, and it's funny how we're the #1 music in the world now, and they want to bring this back up. Now, we don't argue about any other movies or other genres of music that talk about I ran them over in my truck, or I got drunk and I went and shot him. We don't bring those things to court. But quote unquote our music, we've been on trial.
Can you explain, if you have the insight, what is
Now let's dig through this thing and think
Yeah.
outside the box on what Kevin Liles is saying. One thing, I'm reading the comments, and a lot of people actually agree with Kevin Liles. And on the surface, he's 100% correct in his assertment, of hip hop.
He's right. A lot of people do hold black men, not gonna lie to you, black men lyrics to a fault, but I'm gonna say this. You can't, yes, but no. I get where it's like everything you would say is not real, it's not true. But if you saying you shot them on 46th Street, They look at the body on 46th Street. It was a black dude with tattoos with red dots or red polka dots on the tattoos. They look at the body. It's a body with tattoos with red dots on it. Okay, they got full body now. Okay, they heard that you know someone that got a body. And they got the body. All right, the gun is stashed at his grandma's house at this spot. But then I might speak in codes. You know what I'm saying? Because some rappers speak in code. I heard it before, bro. I ain't about to just drop all these receipts, but I heard it before. Back in the day, you could literally listen to music. You know all those rappers that used to go to jail all the time because they was self-snitching? They still do it to this day. But my thing is like, I feel sad for Young Thug, but he kind of did it to himself. You know? Like, yeah, you shouldn't hold stuff like that against someone in court, but you should tell your folks, let's not, if you're going to rap, let's let a lawyer listen to it. Let's have that conversation first. Let a lawyer listen to it. Say, is anything in this rap song to self-incriminate myself? That's a solution. I don't want to keep talking about problems. Let's find a solution. Boom. So from now on, if you want to talk about killing people, let a lawyer look over it. Simple.
Pop and House Under a Microscope, and some of these, it really being a microscope under it being number one. But I think at the end of the day, if you're him, he's going to protect his investment. Young Thug, his investment. This is dope, right? There's nothing I can say negative about that. But when you dig a little deeper into it, you never ever, right, want to try to elude the problem at hand, right? You don't want to start comparing stuff and saying, well, okay, well, this person's killing this person. Why is nobody talking about this? Well, they doing this, so why is nobody talking? You don't want to get into that. You really want to, and I understand the situation he's in. You really can't do this, but just keep it in a buck. You want to deal with the root cause. And when you're talking about movies, and this is just my opinion, right? You guys probably will disagree. And if you agree, shout out to you.
What do you want?
Want a job that I don't hate.
Facts.
Want to do something that matters.
Facts.
But I don't know what that thing is.
Just talking about therapy.
You, right? Even if you disagree, shout out to you, right? You're looking at movies like Scarface and things like that, and whatever you may find, even like Boys in the Hood. I think the issue here is more so the influence and the people that are the influencers, for example, right? So you got a young kid, right, that's following, Young Thug, one of these guys, and he's following him on social media every day. Every time he puts out a song, it's about this, it's about that. Oh, let's say like 80% of his songs are some gangster shit, right? All right, so now that you begin to follow this persona and say, okay, this is who he is. This is who I want to be. No different, right, than a kid or your son or your daughter following you around everything. I know for me, I got a son, right? I can spit. He's going to spit. Anything that I do, he wants to do.
True.
When you're looking at the movies, I think, and other genres of music, it doesn't have as much influence on, in particular, the urban or black youth, the inner city youth, like hip hop does, right? You could put, Boys in the Hood in.
I recently knew a kid. He OD'd. Good friend of mine. He said he was listening to Juice WRLD, and he just said fuck it and OD'd. And that shit was, he was just saying like that's why he don't really listen to Juice WRLD no more, because he's in rehab, he can't really listen to nothing. But still, having friends that OD, having friends that do drugs, numb them pain and all this other stuff, you can see the pain in their eyes, and they just don't know how to release it without doing drugs or smoking or something. And it's sad. But they don't tell people this. They don't tell kids it's okay not to be okay. It's sad.
And you can watch that 1,000 times. you ain't gonna relate to that like you're gonna relate to one of your favorite rappers, right?
True.
So I don't want Kevin Liles, even though I know why he's doing this,
Kevin
to sweep it
Liles.
under the rug. Like, okay, it's not
Okay.
really an issue. It's definitely an issue, right? But then you got the whole aspect of people saying, well, this is art imitating life or life imitating art. I think it's a little bit, but there's no way that you can sit there on a stand or anywhere and not talk about the influence that these rappers have, both positive, but in my opinion, mostly negative.
Negative.
If that was the case, they wouldn't be as rich as they are because companies wouldn't put the millions of dollars behind these marketing companies.
I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of these white folks don't give a fuck about black people, and if they do, they just want to see us dead. Matter of like, that's why I realized I have to possibly stay independent, because every record label, they don't give a fuck about black excellence. They don't give a fuck about the black kids that want to be engineers, or they want to be producers, or they want to be artists. It's millions of ways to be an artist besides music. Trust me, I bet it is. I bet it is. You could do millions of things, from graphic designers, to interior designers, to all that shit. They don't give a fuck about black kids. They don't give a fuck about the youth. That's why they let all these fucking gang members, be honest with you, or ex-gang members, or people that lived in the suburbs, never did none of that shit in their life, but they promote or they portray an image. And then the kid look at them like, yo, I want to be just like that, because the kid didn't have his dad around or a father figure influence. Then that kid doing the same shit he's seen a rapper doing, and his kid get his head knocked off. That's not cool. That's not cool. I don't know how rappers sleep at night. I'm just being honest with you. How can you sleep at night if you know someone died to your music? Someone got influence off you, pop pills, and now they, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't, I don't get it. Personally, I don't get it.
And behind these guys, if they didn't have no influence, right?
Yeah.
Young Thug couldn't come on here, and we give him a Corona beer, or Snoop Dogg Corona beer, he could sell them Corona beers, right? We give Jay-Z a Yankee hat, he could sell them Yankee hats, right? Somebody promotes lean, you can sell, lean can move more.
Yep.
Somebody can talk about pills,
Oh, my bad.
and all this stuff, and that could move more, right? So again, you talking about you might have country music, they talk about this, or rock music, they might talk about that, but there's no influence there. We ain't really listening to it like that. You know what I mean? And you talk about hip hop being number one. Yeah, it's number one for a reason, because more people are consuming this genre of music, right? And I'm the first to tell you, like, I could sit here and I could listen to all the thug shit, it's the gangbang, and get hyped up off of it. I'm never gonna go do none of that, right? But the younger, more impressionable child that's 14 years old,
Thank
he
you.
ain't got that father figure. And I'm not saying that's any of the rappers' responsibility.
True.
It's your responsibility, but most of them.
Kinda is. If you're gonna influence black kids as a black man, and you're a grown ass man at that, don't do that. Because your legacy will not be a good legacy. You don't want to be in jail. You don't want to die and people forget about you. That's the saddest thing in the world. You want to die and be able to leave something. As a black man in this country, I want to die and be able to leave millions or even billions of black kids and billions of black men and women and whatever you want to be identified as, to think for yourself, to chase whatever vision and goal that you want, to be able to do the impossible, because black folks could do it. The youth could do it. Anyone could do it, honestly. Because dreams only could be dreams for so long. You have to make them become visions. Because when you dreaming, you sleep. When it's a vision, nigga, you think about that shit all day, nigga.
Some probably don't care, right?
That's how I think now.
I could be land at 15 or 14 years old if I didn't have a father, if I didn't have a big brother.
Yeah.
When I got to ASU, I met Professor Lindy. She's one of the first women to ever lead a NASA.
if I didn't have that community structure, I could be led to say, shit, you know what? Picking up the glizzy. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go pop this. I'm going to go pop that. So I don't, again, Kevin Liles knows better, but he has to protect his investment, and I'm pretty sure they got a relationship with each other. I'm not, saying like this is totally business and we're devoid of personal feelings. Nah, I think there's personal feelings involved. He probably likes him. He probably knows his family and all of that. But at the end of the day, this is protecting your investment.
Yeah.
No record exec can sit
I
up here
get
and
it.
act like that, some of this music isn't toxic. Then, right, so you flip it around, and then the other aspect is, okay, when people doing it in the movies and shit, or even the other genres, they may not necessarily be in that lifestyle. A lot of these guys is in that lifestyle, right? And to me, it's a shame that the federal government has to step in and try to clean up our music for us, asking us about our music. We should be able to do that on our own. We should better say, okay, I understand, where you guys coming from, and you got to talk about it because you've been through it. But it's a difference between glorifying something and telling somebody, look, I went through this, boom, 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 I had to shoot him, but at the end of the day, I had to sit in that jail, so I was crying, dog. I lost my girl, dog. This, dog, you know what I mean? But to glorify, and I'm not saying all of them do it, right? But to glorify this lifestyle, like, yeah, riding around, I'm going to knock his head off, I'm going to da-da, bomb, bomb, bomb. That's what we do in my hood, boom, boom. It's totally different. Totally different. So I hope that somebody got something for this today. I'm not trying to preach. Like I said, I understand. We already know about Kevin Liles, his track record in music. I think this is a conversation. That's why I like to bring people on the platform. We like to bring people on Hip Hop News Uncensored podcast, because we can ask them these questions. We can ask Kevin Liles this. Okay, if you feel like that, what about this? If you feel like this, what about this? Right? And that's what I love. Dialogue is always good. Maybe he could come and say, okay, all right, I got a different perspective on this, right? But let me know what you guys think, man. I definitely want to hear what you guys think in the comment section. How do you feel about Kevin Liles, and how do you feel about what
Kevin Liles, he's doing what's best for business. He needs to do all what he can to get Young Thug and Gunna out of jail. That's the only people he gives a fuck about. Thing is, they indicted how many motherfuckers? So Young Thug and Gunna it's a high chance for them to be in jail for at least the next 5 to 6 years. And if they go to jail, the Atlanta scene's gonna be like Lil Baby. He has the crown now. Who else? Future? Yeah. Future, honestly, yeah. Future's up there. But not gonna lie to you, Future, he's not like, I feel like, look at Drake, right? It's like once you get so big, even Kendrick or J. Cole, once you get so big, you're just not your home city. You're you're everywhere. Like, I feel like Future is New York. Future is LA, because Future did songs with all types of people from all coasts, But like I said, personally, everyone, don't listen to these rappers, young men and women. These rappers don't know what the hell they doing. Shit. Half of the people on the internet don't know what the fuck they talking about. Do what's good in your heart. Have integrity for yourself. Please. I'm 19 and I've seen too many kids die. Kids my age and younger die that I knew. Kids my age doing things they shouldn't be thinking about doing. Kids my age growing up too fast. Don't make the same mistakes. And remember, whatever your goals is, keep moving towards those goals. My goal is for this year to have an 800 credit score. I'm at 720 right now. I got my own credit card. I realized I needed to have a credit card. I need to have good credit. I took it upon myself. I could do the same. Peace, y'all. Yeah, y'all just. That's a small goal of mine. That's not a major goal. I'm not gonna tell too many major goals because certain things you have to keep to yourself. I'm just saying for like an example. At the end, be sure to like, subscribe, and y'all stay safe. Peace. Ario the poet.